From amidst the city's 7+ hills, welcome to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ready to get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, here's Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Flacco off the play action. Cut out left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. From the gun, Flacco. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First get of the game here to Chase Brown. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Brown quick on the draw here. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force 4th down.
When you get stuffed on a 3rd down draw, it's really hard to look at your receivers. You come off the field, Kate, and you find yourself on a different bench because they want the ball. They want to be a difference maker on 3rd and 6+, and a draw going backwards, that makes no friends.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Bears offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on run up the middle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Williams from the gun. That's more of the catch out left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
They've got first down from the 31. Running behind center with Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. Komet's got it, left side. Up the sideline to the 45. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's sent out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Williams will look to throw. He set up the screen here to Swift. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. That stop made by Barrett Carter.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Backed up by an unforced error, and this is 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Has his man caught by Odunze. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of...
And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Samaje Perine on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Cincinnati headed back out for its second drive now. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. We go play action with Flacco. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw it. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. It is Cup, left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Rolling from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They are throwing it again. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. He's going to throw it again. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
Go on 2nd, it's Brown. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10. Toss play, Swift. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. Finds Chase on the slant. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's an early lead for the Bears. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Swift. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Williams off the play fake. Connects downfield on target to Burton. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Williams again. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Santos' kick is good, and special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently, because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Connecting on the slant. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. They motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Connects with fans. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, ball at the 36. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he could have a free play here. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So the defensive miscue makes it just a yard to go now on second. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Setting up to throw. Makes the catch. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So as they face fourth down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Williams on first down. Komet's got it left side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Working from the gun, Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Williams. He tucks it and takes off. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They've got first down from the 31. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Williams set to pass. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Williams with 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. We go play action with Flacco. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on 1st down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to 2nd.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. From the gun, they get to Brown. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Oh, man, I can't believe this. What's going on, guys? Hey, on his hip, on his hip, on his hip.
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Bears about set for their next possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Williams. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. To throw, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Big strike here to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So it's second down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Here's Swift on second down. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Working now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bengals 17-yard line.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. To the air yet again, Williams. That's to Odunze again. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's Williams again. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Santos' kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Kid, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. The Bengals with one final possession now in our opening half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. He's going to push one deep down the right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense for the first drive of our second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting the half with a give to Brown. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Catch made by Chase Brown. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, Flacco. He gets it to Fant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. It's a design boot. Finds Brown right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
3rd down, it's Flacco. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it at the 30. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got a man left, and he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Bengals send out the punting unit, and he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying grounded with Swift. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by the rookie that time, Demetrius Knight.
Down at the 41. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 6 and a first down as well.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A draw now. This is Swift. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Going run again with Swift. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. Well, whether they intended to run the play or not, it doesn't matter. They drew the flag, and they've got themselves a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, so many times you get to these 4th and shorts, and you know that defense is antsy. You're reminding yourself as a quarterback in that huddle, hold your water, guys. Hold your water, because this defense could get jumpy, and they just did.
They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On the carry, it's Swift. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Williams set to pass. To the sideline it goes. He's got to be on the marker. It looks like he stayed in as well. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Bengals going down here. 6 DBs out there, third down. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 38-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, this is Piron. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 26-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Counter play, Brown. He stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards, ugh.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. On the move, headed right. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Well, the field opened up, and he simply takes off. Even in today's NFL, where dual-threat quarterbacks are everywhere, not often a guy can rip off a run like that.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Williams to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Bears with possession and a fairly comfortable lead to begin the 4th quarter. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try to run it with Swift. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
It ended up being a failure right up front. The entire play, when you get in these goal-to-go situation, hinges on that initial surge. It gives some credit to the defense. They win right there at the point of attack, and because of it, well, that play goes backwards.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to throw this from the gun. Flush down now to his left. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. We've got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights, and the Bears stretch the lead to 23. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
The first down carry for Brown. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Hits his running back. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That's good.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Flacco off the play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Flacco again on 2nd and 10. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He's loaded another one up. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down, here's Swift. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First and goal, Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Again, it's going to be Swift. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Two yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Santos' kick is good. And that will add to their score.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, this is P-Rod. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They're throwing it. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Brown quick on the draw here. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun, Flacco. This one's caught. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Pass play now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams on the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Bengals get to him and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying it right side with Piron. They'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down.
Brings up 4th and 1.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Motioning one of the tight ends. Desperation time here on 4th. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals get it back to a 19-point deficit.
Bengals 7.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Breaks through and breaks away. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Staying grounded with Swift. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So the Bears take this one on the road. Man, this one is going to sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.